My name is Terran.
I'm Nathan.
And many 20 plus years ago, I meet this guy. I'm skateboarding outside a shop. Comes up to me, says, "Can I have a go on your skateboard?" And I know why. His dad was a pastor. He couldn't afford a skateboard.
But I was interested in skating, and I saw you doing some ollies.
Yeah. Anyway, a couple of weeks later, I arrive at a new school. I'm looking for new friends. I see the guy who borrowed my skateboard. We hit it off. You find out I got a surfboard, and you invite me to go surfing with you. Your dad drives us around. Boom, and the bond starts.
Yeah. I remember I invited you to a camp we were going away on. It was Betty's Bay, and you didn't come.
Yeah, but something happened on that camp, because I remember you came back, and although we're still mates, you started saying no to some of the stuff I was, saying we should do. And then I started to realize, hang on, Nathan is riding a different wave to me spiritually. I could feel that. And I think part of that was actually what would finally draw me in. That stage, I didn't realize it, but the fact that you were different to me, and yet still my buddy, is what made your faith so attractive.
And God just said to me, do not give up on you.
But my resistance to God would crumble, partly through the death of my father. And a lot of my mates, when I'm 16 years old, lose my dad, they back off from me. They don't know how to relate to the guy who just lost his dad, but you move in on me. And then you ask me that cheeky question, do you think you're going to heaven when you die? And I said, of course. But that question got under my skin. I remember the next night talking to my friend Brendan saying, Nathan asked me a question I don't have an answer to. I asked him the question. He was equally freaked out. We agreed that the two of us would go to your youth group on a Friday night and check it out.
Yeah.
I never did go. He did go. He becomes a Christian. So I often joke, I led my first person to Christ before I was even a Christian.
And then, I think our surfing friendship grew. We hung out a lot more after your dad's death. And then our church was doing a surf trip up the coast. Yeah. We all wanted to go. We all wanted to be together. You came along because we were going to J-Bash.
So we're going to surf camp Jeffreys Bay, East London. And now it's not just Nathan, it's Nathan and some of his mates. And that's when it becomes obvious that these guys have got something I don't. Because you can see their whole way of being is different. And some of the guys shred on a surfboard. Yeah. And I remember having a conversation 3 nights in, and I was saying, Nathan, don't worry about me, I'm fine. I'm fine, I believe.
Yeah.
And you had such a good comeback.
I remember saying to you, even the demons believe.
Yeah.
And that kind of just rocked you, one night.
Yeah, you quoted a Bible verse, and I realized that just believing something in your head because we live in a Christian country is not enough. You actually need a personal moment of faith. For the first time I realized it's not enough just to tick a box and believe something in your head. You actually need a personal moment of faith. Yeah. And the next day I took that step of faith, and I prayed a prayer, and I gave my life to Christ. And so started 20 plus years of riding the same wave, serving God. We're both called to, leadership in the church. We've both seen some of the darkest days of our lives, losing loved ones, hey? Yeah. And somehow God's grace has held on to us, and somehow God's grace has kept us together, even being leaders in the same church.
Yeah. Wow. Well, to the future.
That's